I'm Sil, and today we are going to be working on a few tips and tricks for Clip Studio. So the first trick I would like to show you is blending modes. A lot of you asked about the blending modes, so today we're going to work on two of my favorites, which is the multiply mode and the glow dodge mode. So when we are looking at our picture, and you want to make your picture glow or add some glow to it, or maybe some effects, like I have on her sort of tendrils here, or her tentacle horns. So we'll go ahead, let me delete the glow layer I already had made. So what we'll do is we will make a new layer, and we will clip it at the layer below, so it only draws on the purplish pink that we have. If you're not familiar with the clip at the layer below, let me show you very quickly. So if we weren't clipping and we drew green across that layer, it would be all sort of messy. But if you clip it at the layer below, it only draws on the layer that you are sort of drawing on. So I hope that that helps. In the future, it can be very nice when you're shading, so you're not going outside your line art. But anyways, we are sort of off subject, so let us delete that layer. And so we will make a new layer. We'll clip at the layer below. And if you are not familiar, your blending modes are here in your layers. So right now it is normal, but we want it to be glow dodge. This is how you make sort of magic effects and make objects glow. What it does is it sort of reduces the contrast and lightens your colors. It makes them really nice and saturated and pretty. So let me show you really quickly when you are drawing. So without glow dodge, the red would just look like that. But if you make it glow, it will add a little bit of color on everything that you draw. So what I like to do is I like to take my glow dodge layer that's clipped below. We'll choose a pretty sort of light purple with the airbrush. And we'll just airbrush lightly along the outsides of the tendrils, which I think gives them sort of like a magical effect or a glow. Don't be afraid to change up your colors to add a little bit of variation. So that can sort of give it a really pretty look. You can also, when you're working with glow, you can also make a layer that's not clipped below and take something like a paintbrush or a pen tool and sort of just give it a little bit of, I don't know, magic dust or fairy dust or something like that, to sort of make it look like it's glowing, give it a little bit of light or life. You can really mix it up with different colors or pen tools, so don't be afraid to play with it. The glow is very fun to work with. It's one of my favorite tools, to be honest. So anyways, I hope you have a lot of fun when you're playing with it. Please show me any tool or anything that you make, by the way. I love seeing your guys' art. It is all very pretty. I love interacting and seeing things. It's great fun. Very lovely. So that is your glow dodge tool. So the other blending mode I want to show you very quickly is the multiply tool. So when you're shading, sometimes on the skin tone you want a very dark color, a pop for the shadows, sort of. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the skin base, the SB layer. I call it the skin base layer. I do lots of acronyms because it is hard for me to type from where I'm sitting. I have a very small desk. But anyways, so when we make it, we'll make a new layer, and this blending mode will be called multiply. So it's up here near the top on mine. Hopefully it is the same for you. What this does is it multiplies the color that you are drawing with the colors underneath to give it a sort of darker color. So very quickly, I will show you. When you are drawing, I like to select the light blue of her skin tone, so lightest color, or like the base color that I'm using when I multiply the color. So if you don't multiply, it ends up looking like this. See, they're flat color. But if you multiply, it will darken like shadows on her. So multiply is very handy when you are sort of, you don't know what color you want to use for the shadows, or you want very dark shadows, or you want to multiply what's already there. Like maybe you have her colored but there is a dark background, you know, like maybe there's a doorway, you know, it's very dark and it's only darkening part of her. So like this. Anyways, you use multiply how you like. Have fun with it. It's very fun. So I'll show you sort of what I do. So I have a multiply layer, and what I will do is I will sort of take a paintbrush and I will just use it to make the shadows sort of pop a little bit more than they already are. I know I did cheat and I did a little bit of the painting before we did our video, but it is because I get very nervous when we're talking together. On the camera, I am not very good at it, so I hope that you are having fun regardless. There we are. So another thing that I will do with multiply is when it's clipped on the layer below, I will color an entire section of it, and I will just erase instead. So if you are painting with your favorite paintbrush, and instead of picking your colors, you pick a transparency color, you can sort of use that as the eraser, and it will keep the texture of your paintbrush, which can be very fun and lead to some very good shadows. Alright, so there is just a very short little thing left that I want to show you, and that is how to outline your drawing. So let's say you are making a sticker, or you want it to be sort of magical looking. You want a very magical, pretty picture. So you want to outline it, right? So what we'll do is let's remove our background really quick, and let's maybe give her a very dark background. Very dark purple, let's say. Yes, perfect. So what we will do is we'll make a new layer really quickly, and we will take our selection tool, and we will refer to all layers. You can refer to your editing layer if you like, but for this tutorial we're just going to refer to everything, and we will select our character of where we want to outline. So when we're outlining it, we'll create an outline around everything that we have selected. So we'll get a very bright white color. Let's say we are making a sticker. We want it to, that white color that stickers sort of have on the outside. So when you want to outline, you will go up to Edit. You'll go to Outline Selection. And then I just set it to 15. It depends on your canvas size. I usually draw on a 5,000 by 4,000 pixel canvas. So it could be bigger depending on yours, but 15 works well for me for a big sticker. So see? And then it is outlined. So that is how you outline pictures. You can use this tool for lots of different things. Really, it's up to you. But for stickers, it's very nice. You can make it even bigger, truly. If you want to outline, you can go as crazy as like 200, and it will just outline probably the whole thing. Or maybe crash my entire program, who knows. But yeah, see? That looks more sticker-like, but of course you'd have to clean it up. It doesn't look too great how I drew it. But anyways, so the final thing I'm going to show you is how to change the color of a layer. So let's say I do not like this white. I wanted it to be pink, my favorite color. So let's say I choose this layer, I will choose my pink color, and then I will go to Edit, and I will change the change color of line to drawing, and that will make the layer whatever color I have selected. So that can be very handy for things like changing entire layers where you have drawn, like maybe I don't like her skin tone, right? So maybe I will also make her skin tone a very pretty pink, and see, it will change everything on here. And then maybe her shading, since it is that dark blue, I will want to make it a darker pink, and I will do Edit and change layer of the drawing. And see, we have changed her entire color. And if you want to use the multiply tool, that can also change how her colors look. It makes it easier, but essentially changing the colors is very easy. Making outlines is very easy. You can use these in your drawings and pictures however you like. Remember just that it is your picture and it is your art, so do what you think is best. These tools are just meant to help you, maybe give you a little bit of extra in your toolkit. So I hope that you learned something a little new, and if you didn't, or you just were around for the fun. I hope that you had fun. I always have a lot of fun spending time with you, so I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope I get to see you again very soon.